And Mr. Speaker, the citizens of this state have spoken many, many times, and they made it clear on this particular type of policy. They said no, and we need to say no again tonight.
This is a regressive tax. It's going to cost our low and middle income families more money. And that is not right. We shouldn't be doing that. They are stretched enough. We need to get our hands out of their paycheck, and this legislation does exactly the opposite.
I mean, this is silly. So here we are, we're going to pass all these taxes. It's going to have very little effect on our environment, but we have real problems that we could solve, and it wouldn't take 3 hours of debate on the floor.
Mr. Speaker, we have a job to do. We have to look at the ROI. We have to look at the cost-benefit analysis. We have to ask ourselves how this is going to impact the folks who can't be impacted any longer, the people who can't afford to have an emergency, the people who can't afford their next rent payment. I don't know about the science around asthma, but I can tell you that hunger, homelessness, and clothing is more important than what this bill might address.
And this bill is going to affect everything and everybody in my district, everything we do, and every person that does it.
So as fuel prices go up, my voters, my constituents have less disposable income, period. Costs more to run their car. They're going to pay more for goods and services, whether that's food, diapers, whatever, the things they buy and need every day. They're going to pay more. You're going to pay more to go to the store, and you're going to pay more to go to school.
We are closing our rural towns. And I cannot, in good faith, vote for this policy. That will hurt them.
People care about the price at the pump. This will raise the price at the pump. This will hurt working families. Please vote no.
I just voted for a bill related to electric vehicles. I think this is a really important issue. However, I feel like what we're doing today is trying to tackle a global issue at a state level.
I don't think anybody's intentions on this bill are misguided. I do think the policy is not well produced in a long-term look at the impacts on our health. And I don't think necessarily all the time we think through what we think a bill's going to do and then what a bill actually does.
We have to stop passing policy like this. We have to stop hurting the working families of Washington. We have to stop killing the job-creating industrial projects of Washington. We have to stop chasing off those projects, those people, those communities that create lasting value.
The voters of Washington State, as we talked about on the referendum amendment, Mr. Speaker, have explicitly and repeatedly said that before this body passes any new tax, that they have the opportunity to voice their opinion, Mr. Speaker. I ask that this body vote no, Mr. Speaker, and that the people of Washington State and their wishes be respected.